Do you have trouble making decisions? Do you overanalyze your options for hours? Or do you tend to second guess the decisions you've made? If any of these questions were yes, then keep watching. Hey there, decision making champs. My name is Shramika. I'm an engineer by profession and a seeker by passion. Today we've got a topic that's going to change our lives. Like literally. Whether you're a student or a working professional trying to level up your game, this video is going to be very helpful to you as we are diving deep into the fascinating world of decision making. Why we tend to make some bad calls, and most importantly, how to become a decision-making rock star. Alright, before we jump into the how-tos, let's break down why we find ourselves in the midst of some bad decisions. You've heard of FOMO, right? The fear of missing out? Well, it's just one of the many villains in our story. Hang on, there's more. We'll talk about cognitive biases, social pressure, and even how sometimes our emotions can mess things up. Trust me, it's a roller coaster. The fear of missing out is that sneaky little monster that often leads us astray. You know that feeling when someone's out there partying while you're sitting and studying? FOMO's got you there. Our brains aren't always the rational machines we'd like them to be. Biases like confirmation bias, where we tend to seek out the information that confirms our own existing beliefs, or anchoring bias, where we rely too heavily on the first piece of information we receive. These are some of the biases that cloud our judgment. I've made an entire video on the different biases that can be harmful to our decision-making process. Do check it out. It is very detailed and very interesting. Sometimes we make decisions just to fit in, or to please others, or to avoid criticism. Peer pressure isn't just a high school thing. It follows us well into adulthood as well. Have you ever upgraded your phone or your bike or your car or any other aspect of your life just because your friends or colleagues were doing so? Then you, my friend, are a victim of peer pressure. The decisions we make can be heavily influenced by the emotions we go through. Ever bought that expensive gadget just after having a bad day? Yup, emotions can lead us down a wrong path. To become better decision makers, we've got to understand the science behind our choices. It's not all random, people. Have you heard of the work by the Nobel laureate Daniel Kahneman and his dual system theory? Our brains have two modes of thinking, fast and intuitive and slow and analytical. We'll now see how to harness the power of both. Daniel Kahneman's work on this dual system theory opened up a whole new world for us. He introduced us to the idea that our brain has two modes of thinking, fast and intuitive. This is your gut feeling, your instinct. It's quick and it doesn't require much effort. Think of it like choosing your favorite ice cream flavor. Slow and analytical. This is where the heavy lifting happens. Most of the heavy lifting happens. It's the deliberate thinking, the careful weighing of pros and cons. It's like solving a complex puzzle. So how do we make this work for us? Well, we've discussed this in detail on the video I created about the book Thinking Fast and Slow by Daniel Kahneman. In this video, do check it out. Now here's where it gets juicy. I'm going to share with you some epic hacks to help you make smarter decisions. We've got the Ben Franklin's T chart, the pre-mortem technique, and that's not all. We've got the power of visualization and mindfulness in decision making. Can you believe it? Meditation can help us become a better decision maker. Alright, first up, the Ben Franklin T chart. Benjamin Franklin was not only a founding father, but he was also a decision making wizard. This technique involves listing down the pros and cons of a decision on a sheet of paper, helping you visualize and evaluate your options. Weighing the advantages and disadvantages of a particular decision helps you see the bigger picture. Next, the pre-mortem technique. It's like looking into the future to prevent a disaster. You imagine that your decision has failed, and then you work backward to figure out what would have caused that failure. So it's like time traveling into the future to prevent yourself from making a terrible choice. Interesting, right? Now let's talk about the power of visualization. Close your eyes and picture the outcome of your decision. It can help you feel more connected to the decision you made. And yes, meditation. Taking a moment to clear your mind and be present can help you make calmer and more rational decisions. Who knew that Zen could help you both at work and in life? Hey, we've all been there. We've made decisions we regret. But guess what? It's not the end of the world. In fact, it's an opportunity to learn and grow. You know the concept of failing forward, right? And how every failure can be a stepping stone to a success. You know that sinking feeling when you realize you've messed up? It's not a pleasant feeling, but it's an essential part of our life. Mistakes are like signposts on the road to success. Each of them teach something invaluable and something new. So don't be too hard on yourself when you slip up. Embrace your mistakes as valuable lessons that will lead you to a wiser decision in future. Alright folks, now it's showtime. I have armed you with some awesome decision making tools and insights. Now it's your turn to put them into action. I can't let you off the hook without a challenge now, can I? So I challenge you to make a tough decision in the next 48 hours using all the tools that we just discussed. And I want to hear about it. Share your experiences, your triumphs, your struggles, your epiphanies in the comment section below. Let's all learn from each other's experiences. Your journey will inspire others on their quest to become better decision makers. And that's a wrap for today's video. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you found this video insightful, and if you did, please hit that like button and subscribe to my channel for more such mind-blowing content. Always remember, the quality of your life is in direct proportion to the quality of your decisions. I'll see you again next week. Until then, happy learning and bye.